guys, my name is Ashley Beloat, and I look familiar, but you're not sure exactly where you've seen me. You've probably seen me poking around in vertical soap opera land. I have played nice characters, I have played not so nice characters, sorry, and I have played some funny characters, and yeah, we're gonna do a little hangout sesh. A fun fact about me, I love to say this one, I'm also a registered nurse, and I have been poking around in oncology, med-surg, neurosurgery, stroke, open heart post-op, cardiac, progressive care, ER, ICU. I know my way around a hospital, so yeah. And I was juggling that along with modeling and acting for as long as I possibly could until I found my home in vertical soap operas. That being said, the next question is, did you always want to be an actress, or did you have other dreams? Well, when I was a little girl, I used to think all I wanted to be was a wife and mom. And I remember looking around and being like, I don't know any guys I would marry. I need another plan. And that's when I decided that I wanted to affect as many people's lives for the better as possible and became a nurse. And then I thought, ooh, I would like to be a nurse practitioner. But I fell so in love with being at the bedside for 12 hours that I wanted to hang out there for a while. So I just stayed a registered nurse. But I found modeling around the same time. And like I said, modeling just kind of led me into acting. And yeah, and that's where I'm hanging out right now. If you had to choose between your roles as Kendra or Candice, which one would you choose and why? Let's talk about those. So I played Kendra, the main villain in Recipe for Faking a Marriage on Reelshort, and then I also played Candice Gray, who was the main villain on My Firefighter Ex-Husband Burns in Regret on Reelshort. If that sounds like a long name, it's because there's a lot of drama and tragedy that happens in this show. If you haven't seen it, just trust me on this. I would pick the role of Candice, and that would probably be an unpopular opinion, but the reason why is because that was a very tragic show. It went some super dark and sad places, and I really try to commit every time I tell a story and bring a character to life. And I went some places with Candice that I hope I never would ever dream of going in real life. But it felt so gratifying to try and do the story justice and be a strong source of chaos. So yeah. But I remember at the table read, meeting up with Haley and Jesse, looking at each other and saying, we're going to be crying together for 2 weeks. Are you guys ready? And we knew it was going to be hard, and yet we were so ready to go all in. And I'm very proud of the work that we made, and we had a wonderful crew, a wonderful director that made it all possible. How was it working with Haley and Jesse? I adore Haley. I have worked with her 3 times already. The 3rd time is still in post-production, and I cannot wait to share more about that with you guys. And I'm hoping for a 4th. I low-key want to play her sister and be on the same side one day. That would be absolutely lovely. But she's so talented, she's so sweet, she's so kind. I love working with Haley. Anytime I get to be cast with Haley, it's a win. It's the jackpot win for me. Jesse as well. I've gotten to work with him twice already, and he is so sweet. He's so fun to work with. Same. I would work with him anytime. If you could go to any country in the world to visit, which one would you go to and why? I have had Italy on my mind for the longest time this year. My grandfather's from Italy, and I've just been looking at travel videos, looking at all the coastal towns, seeing the colorful architecture, drooling over the food. Oh, it looks delicious. And the ocean, so sparkling and clear. Oof, I just don't solo travel, and I can't think of who I would want to go with, so I gotta work on that. But I'm hoping that Italy is in my near future this year. If you could write your own show and play a role in it, what would you write and what role would you play? Ooh, it is on my bucket list to book a series regular on a sitcom and just go to work with a family of comedians every day. But also, I love the idea of doing a show about witches, and there's family drama, and there's spiritual things, and there's spell casting, and things go wrong, and then things need fixing. I would also like that too. I don't know. If you had to recommend a vertical, one with you and one without you, which ones would you recommend? See, this depends on who I'm recommending the vertical to. If you like a steamy love story, I recommend My Secret Lover is My Bestie's Son. If you like a Western, I recommend Stillwell Cowboys. If you like a tragic love story, I recommend Hate the Way I Love You, where I play a character that has terminal lung cancer. If you like a strong female lead, I recommend Punch Me Baby, where I play a pro boxer. It depends. And then one without me, if you haven't seen Breaking the Ice, it's a classic for a reason. There's a reason why it's had hundreds of millions of views. Come on. Highly recommend. Do you have any advice for someone who also wants to be an actress? Take classes, experiment, have fun, try things, audition, and do it for you. Have fun with it. What is one of your most memorable moments on set? All right, I am a very clumsy person. I just will forever be a clumsy person. When we were filming Stillwell Cowboys with Galatea, playing a cowgirl and having a cowgirl hat on, the rules just changed when it came to kissing. And every time I went to kiss the cowboy Ethan, I would bonk him in the hat with my hat. And that's why I had to start doing the whole lifting up his hat and going in that way. I won't forget that. It was humbling, very much so. I'm lucky I don't wear a cowgirl hat because I wouldn't be able to kiss anyone. What do you like to do in your free time? Free time? Oh, I don't get much of that. But I love yoga and Pilates. I love hikes. I love going to see live music. That's very fun. I love going to the beach. Those are all nice things. But I don't mind being busy with auditions and being on set. Keep me busy. Keep me on set. I enjoy it. Do you listen to any music? And if you do, which song or artist is your favorite? I listen to whatever mood I need to be in at the time. And if I am playing a very sexy character, I will listen to all the sexy Lana Del Rey. If I am playing a more strong character, I will listen to more rock. If I'm playing a more refined character, I will listen to French music. I will listen to classical, modern day classical. But my go-tos as Ashley, my favorites are Lana Del Rey, Taylor Swift, classical music, and Hans Zimmer. Hans Zimmer is an amazing composer, and I'm going to just say this and manifest this. If I ever get to act in something that Hans Zimmer composes the music for, I'm going to lose my mind in the best way. Not in a Candice Gray way, in a good way. So let's manifest this. What advice would you give your younger self if you could give advice to her? I would tell younger Ashley to not worry so much about perfectionism. That being good at something, you usually have to start off being a little bad. And that's okay. That's okay. You need to have fun with the learning process. You need to just laugh and go for it. Don't hold yourself back in life. That's what I would say to younger Ashley. Don't do it. No. What do you hope to achieve in your future, career-wise or personal-wise? Career-wise, I just want to keep doing things that hopefully make a difference, whether that is being part of work that entertains people and makes them laugh, or whether that is eventually going back to a hospital someday and taking care of patients again, which I would not be mad at. That's what I want. Yeah, I just want to make a difference for the better. Oh, this is a fun one. If you could choose any superpower to have, which one would you choose and why? I would choose shapeshifting because as a fashion model, I would really love to be able to do whatever pose I wanted to. That would be awesome. But also, I feel like you get multiple superpowers in one because if you think about it, you shapeshift into a bird, you get the power of flight. If you decide to shapeshift into a dolphin, you could swim exponentially well and just get to spend the day in the ocean frolicking around, exploring things, maybe diving for treasure, who knows? Yeah, shape-shifting. If you had to choose between playing a good girl or a villain, which one would you choose and why? I want to be able to keep doing both. I like playing the good girls because that just feels so close to home. That's really who I am. And I love playing the villain because that's so not who I am. And that's also really fun to explore. And it's fun to be the source of chaos. I just want to keep doing both. Is that allowed? What do you think about the vertical world growing bigger and how there are so many new fan pages? I love this. It means that we're making work that people enjoy watching, right? I mean, people wouldn't keep making them if they weren't popular. So I consider that a major victory. I love that we have so many verticals coming out. I love that we're seeing different types of storylines coming out, different types of female lead characters, different worlds. It's exciting. So keep them coming. Let's do it. And do you want to say something to the viewers who are watching this? Oh, yes, I do. Yes, I do. If I haven't said it enough, I will say it again. The whole reason I do this is because I love entertaining people and being part of work that people enjoy, whether that means creating a villain that everyone hates or playing a character that is so vulnerable and tragic. Every single role that I get is a tremendous gift, and every single message I receive from someone saying that they've watched one of my shows or really enjoyed one of the characters that I portrayed, it just makes my day. That's the whole reason I do it. I am so happy you like my work, and I hope to continue being part of work that you enjoy. So, let's see where the world takes us. Thanks for hanging out with me.